Hello everybody, I'm SJM. Welcome back to FTB One, Minecraft 1.19 modded. So I've gotten these cells populated with some normal bees. I was doing all my thing over here with all these nests I had found, right? You know, chunk loading there so that the bees pop out, get the honey, go back into their nests, and then I can go and collect them every once in a while. And I found that, remember I had said that the bees were dying on the campfires? I think another issue that happens is sometimes the bees pop out and decide they want to go walk about. I don't know why, and then they start flying off all over the place and then eventually despawn because they're not in a loaded chunk anymore. So I think that might have been part of the problem. So as much as I was trying to keep bees bred up and populated in those nests, it wasn't working. So I eventually just made some of the bee cages and brought them back here. So I've got them working around inside these little cubicles producing mostly honeycomb we get out of that. We get a little bit of honey bottles here and there. You do have to make sure that you keep the advanced beehives stocked up with empty bottles to get the honey out. But yeah, you will get a lot of honeycomb, but the real pressure is at the moment on our honey bottles because we do need one honeycomb and one honey bottle to make the treats, which is how we're going to find our base bees. So I have in my hand here a handy little item called a centrifuge. Now you can use these guys to put in the combs and then you will get out the products, right? So once a lapis bee produces a lapis comb, then you need to take the lapis comb and run it through the centrifuge to get the actual lapis out of it. You'll also get this wax and then a little bit of honey as well. So looks like, yeah, you get chances to get multiple redstone from there and so on and so forth. So if we just use the regular honeycomb, then we can get honey out of it. And then we'll need to put them into bottles. Oh, no. I need to get out of that one before I can hit backspace. And that's where there is a bottler machine that we can use to take the honey plus a bottle, and then we'll get the honey bottle. Now it doesn't say how much honey we need from the bottler to get the honey bottle, but that's the route that we're going to take to move some of the honeycombs over to the honey bottles. Now it's not bad having all these honeycombs to start because the bee hives and getting these advanced bee hives are pretty comb intensive, right? It takes 3 combs to make a regular beehive, and then to make the advanced beehive you need 2 more. So it's 5 for each one of these guys, and if we want to put the extension on there, it's 1 more because you'll need 1 honeycomb in the center surrounded by oak planks or whatever planks you want to use, and that will make the extension on there. Now I've set up another cell over here just so you can see how I did all of this. I'm going to take you through it. So we're going to be using pipes for this part. I hope it's already crashed my pack again once going back to pipes. So I don't know, but it is what it is at this stage. I'm not going to be so worried about it. And then we'll grab our ender chest. And we'll put this back on the green, white, green channel because this is the one channel that I'm using for everything. Haven't overloaded it by any stretch of the imagination yet. So I guess the one thing I forgot to do was leave myself a way to get in here and wrench all of the pipes. So let me just do that real quick and then we can put all this back together. Alright, we need 1 pipe here, and then we need 1 pipe here. And then we can plop down Oh wait, I didn't even make the advanced beehives yet. Uh-oh. So we'll need 4 advanced campfires, or 4 campfires and 4 sets of shears to do the advanced beehives. Now, we put the campfires here, the beehives go here. Oh yes, this is a little bit pain in the butt, right? Because even if these shears are in the system, oh, they do replace. Well, I don't know what happened the first time around that I did it, that it didn't seem to replace. Put all of our beehives down on these spots. And then make sure we have our pipes set to pull. And then just fill the rest of these in for now. Now at some point, some of this dirt's going to get replaced with other things, but we'll go over that when we get into actual resource production with the productive bees. So that's coming just a little bit further down the road in a future episode. There, all tidied up. I just got to get my frame doors to put back on here. Looks like I missed a piece of glass on there. Oh yes, and then the other thing with the centrifuge, I looked at it, but didn't say anything. There's a powered version as well, which will just speed up the process, although we'll need power, but that won't be a problem at all. And I'm just going to do it. I don't know, we'll do 14 for now, why not? Now remember we talked about the wireless chargers, so this is the wireless player charger. The other item that I saw but I didn't really register, and I didn't talk about it in the last episode, was there is a block charger as well. So with something like this, I wouldn't have to have my charging station hooked up directly to the power, because this wireless charger would take care of that, right? So that's starting to get some power, and we look at it, show the area, as long as we place down this guy inside. I just want to do it over here where it's not attached to any wires of any sort, and we can see it's getting power now from the wireless charger. Oh yeah, that's so much faster than the regular centrifuge. So now we're starting to get honey in over there. We'll just have to get some fluid pipes, hook it up to the bottler, and then we should have a whole bunch of honey bottles after that coming in to satisfy our needs for the honey treats. So the honey treats will need to get some of the base bees, right? So I made, just to make it a little bit quicker and easier, because you got to wait 1200 seconds, so that's what, 20 minutes for each iteration that you want to do. So if you just build a whole bunch of the nests, then you can do them all at once, and it's a little bit less waiting around. So from these 8, I got 3 leaf cutter bees, 3 ashy mining bees. If you recall, these are the ones that we needed to get towards our iron and tin and all of that stuff. So happy that we got those. And a couple of chocolate mining bees. Other playthroughs I've been watching using the productive bees needed these ones to do things they wanted to do. I don't think this is so important for me because I've got the chickens, and a lot of the things that come from the chocolate mining bee might actually already be covered over there insofar as the recipes that I've looked at so far, at any rate. Then I also built up this larger structure over here, which is where I will be doing my breeding. So I've got lots of flowers in stock here from running around capturing bees to put back into there. And I did find where the crystalline bee was hiding, because if we remember, this was the one we needed to mate with the ash bee. To get the different metal bees, right? So we've got 6 different outcomes from doing, oh no, 5, right? No, only 4. So there's only 4 outcomes. We'll need a mason bee if we want to get gold, and then we'll need this neon cuckoo bee if we wanted to get a mineral bee for doing the mineral stuff. So I don't know what's involved with this guy. This sneaky bee will lay its eggs in nests belonging to the blue banded bee. Okay, that's a hint anyways. But yeah, nowhere in here does it tell us where do we get the crystalline bee. Oh, well, it comes from a quartz nest. How did I miss that on the first? Okay, just goes to show if you're not always looking in JEI real carefully, you can miss things that are real easy, because eventually I had found this quartz nest and looked at the description here, and it says attracts crystalline bees. So these quartz nests are the ones that we're going to need to make, and they have to be placed in the nether to attract the crystalline bees. So to get that, we'll need this, and it looked like quartz ore, which I'm like, oh, I got to go to the nether, get the nether quartz ore, silk touched, then brought back, combined with the iron swords to get our quartz nest, but we don't. We can actually just make quartz and netherrack, and this is done just by surrounding a piece of netherrack with some nether quartz. Overall, it is a loss in quartz, but we've got quartz chickens, so this is not an issue at all, and then tons of netherrack from doing the other things. So the vanilla crafting recipes with the new mods that were just added aren't working just yet. So even if you have everything you need in your system or in your inventory, if you've got the proper boxes checked for your TOM storage, they're still not showing up here in the vanilla, so we do have to do them manually. So we just take the netherrack. And we'll do 8 more. 8 seem to be pretty good. The only thing with that at the moment is I'm still pretty short on honey bottles. Actually, I only need 1 more to complete everything I need to do, so that's not too bad, really. I wonder, let me think, do I really need the bottler, or can I just come over here and... Nope, I was hoping I could just pull out with the bottle, but no, we're gonna need the bottler, so let's do that. Oh, I need to do it down here. Do I have a smooth stone slabs? Not yet. a piece of glass. Easy, easy. All right. Bang, bang, and bang. Gets us the bottler. Okay, that's not too bad. What am I missing? Shouldn't be missing anything now. Interesting. I thought that should automatically, but I guess not, right? I do have a couple of axolotls that I'll be doing something with at some point. Now let's just try. I don't know if this guy needs energy. No, does not need energy. Do we have automatic outputting? Does not appear so. But let's just try the bottom and top and everything. Okay, as long as I tried, I'm happy. Just put this guy down over here, that guy there, pipe wrench to pull from here. Okay. That's where the glass bottles go. How do we get... So I just lost all of my honey. Where? This wax I haven't seen too many uses for in JEI here, but in a previous version, I think in the 1.18 pack, All the Mods 7, I saw people using it in furnaces, so like a coal substitute, so that's something to do with that wax. But I'm kind of upset that I lost a bucket and a half of honey. Shouldn't have broken that because maybe the honey was stuck inside the pipe, but no. All right, I'm gonna throw that on a quick pause and we'll be back when I get that figured out. Don't know what I did. Literally just went over to my crafting terminal, thought of something else, came back, hooked it back up again, put in one piece of honeycomb, and it transferred this time. So maybe the pipe needed to be there first. But there's two. And I'm not sure, I think a bottle is 250 millibuckets, so we should see a bottle come out there plus that there, perfect. Okay, so we know what we're doing. We need 4 combs per honey bottle, so that's how that all works out there. So now we've got some honey bottles coming in that will help us with, oh, I needed that one guy, didn't I? Well, I guess we're taking 2 then. So we'll need 8 of those. Oh. And we're going to need more of these bee cages. Now, the one thing I don't like about these bee cages is they are one use. So maybe I should be using the mob capturing tool, because that's going to be just a little bit less of an investment. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 quartz nests. And on to the nether, and we'll slap these guys down and then wait the requisite amount of time we need to get the bees spawned in. So then we just... Now you can use multiple honey treats to reduce the cooldown. It says repopulation cooldown something, and then use additional treats to speed up. I don't know how much they speed up because I haven't been rich enough to test that just yet, but we'll see eventually there. Going to chunk load. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, at least these all ended up inside a singular chunk. Just want to get myself a little bit more inside the chunk so I can see which one it is here. There, it's this one. Alright, so we'll keep that force loaded for the rest of the time there. And I'll bring you guys back when I see what spawns out of those nests. Okay, I'm bringing you back because I saw something and I'm like, wait a minute. And I don't know when. I think these chisels have always been kicking around. But from the re-chiseled mod, we have chisels. There's also a chisel from the block carpentry. You can use this one for changing the textures on these frame slabs. So if this crimson wood texture had different textures, I don't know another way to say about it, but if it had different variations, that's the one, then we could cycle through them with that chisel. Or there's also a texture wrench, which I built and used, but once we get more chisel blocks, I think that'll work on those, because right now in the pack, these are all of the chiseled blocks that there are, right? There's some prismarine, there's quartz, sandstone, a little bit of obsidian, so there's not very many of them, but glass is one that we can do. Now, when I put some... I don't have any regular glass left. So I've made connecting glass and clear glass here. So this will give us connected textures on our glass, with the differences being this will retain these little white bits that kind of make the glass visible, whereas the clear glass will be the good old completely clear. You're going to run into the face of it at some point if you're not super careful. But I'm going to be changing all of my hives around because I think that's pretty gaudy looking, and I'm going to be doing the clear glass versions here. So just wanted to bring that to y'all's attention so that you can use it in your builds if you want to. I think it's just going to make everything look a whole lot better. Up here, those two, and then those three in the middle. And I am getting used to this new building wand now. It's not too bad. All the connecting glass, change to clear glass, please. So also, if you want, you can make them non-connecting on the connecting glass, just using this toggle here. I don't know what these toggles do. I think it's just a preview to show you what it will look like, but it doesn't really, like, see, this is, even though I've got the connected on, this isn't showing it as the connected textures here. So I'm not sure on these toggles up here, but you can change the different types there. Let me just bring all these up, and then I'll have to put the roofs back on. But that is how I've been building these things. Bring you guys back when we've got those nether quartz or those nether nests ready to go. That'll be about 10 more minutes for me, but 2 seconds for you. All right, we're back on this end of this longish episode. 10 seconds left, and these guys should all start spitting them out. I enclose this area up so that they don't fly too far away on us. They're gonna try to anyways. Crystal, crystal, crystal. So we got all crystalline bees out of those. So no need to do 8 on those ones because there's just no... And I missed one. One got away. Now there might be a thing, because I saw people talking about it in their playthroughs. You have to put down these nests next to a certain kind of resource to maybe generate a different kind of bee. I don't know about that, but for now I've got what I need. And later on down the road, if I find that I need something different, then I'll explain that at that time. But for now, I am happy we got our crystal bees, so we can start getting our resource production going. I think I'm going to leave that one in there because this is my mining tunnel to go down to where I was mining all of my ancient debris down that way-ish. But anyways, I appreciate you all for checking out the episode. We've got our bees going now, so now all I have to do is take a crystalline bee or ashy mining bee, and we'll put them into the big room here. And I've got 3 ashy mining bees, so we can do 3 operations at a time. So that should cut down the amount of time it takes me to get the copper. Well, I need all 4 of them, right? Because I'm going to need the iron bee to get to the silver and lead bees anyways. But we can get the copper, iron, and tin bees with just the crystalline and the ashy. So hopefully, I don't know what the ratios are there, but we'll get that all done. This is what the nests or the little production areas are going to look like. I haven't seen what the clear glass doors look like yet on the frame. Let's go take a look. Actually, while I'm thinking about it, just knock off that door. Ah, yes. I always have an issue clicking on these doors for some reason. Okay, so these clear glass doors are even more annoying than the regular glass doors, but I'm going to leave this one be as it is for now. Anyways, as I was saying, appreciate you all. This is the end of the episode, and we will see you in the next one.